Steve Melewski and all of his great Orioles content. And Steve, a lot of great things to write and talk about these days, starting with the Orioles pitching in Houston.
Wow, that's a wowzer weekend, Brett. 1 run in 2 games against one of the best offenses in the league. They're using all their pitches, both Bradish and Kramer threw under 50% fastballs. Bradish threw 51% sliders, so the secondaries have been on point. No walks by Dean Kramer last night against one of the best on-base percentage offenses in baseball. So a spectacular weekend of pitching for the Orioles. Let's see if both can keep it going.
Yeah, and this is not something they've enjoyed just in a short window here. Let's take a look at what the Orioles pitching staff has done for the entire 2022 season. Needless to say, it's a gigantic improvement over what transpired a year ago. All in all, it's not really in the same universe. Orioles this year have that 3.84 ERA, 7th best in the league. Last year it was last. Rotation ERA 6 last year. That's obviously last in the American League, up to 11th this year. The bullpen's been terrific. The huge chasm there between last year and this. Walks per 9 way down, pitches per inning way down. And someone who kind of exemplifies, Steve, the overall team improvement is Spencer Watkins to me, who has just been really good since coming off of the IL in late June.
Look at that difference. Can it be more stark and dramatic than what Spencer Watkins has done to take his 21 season and then be dramatically better in 2022? And Brett, we know this is not an individual thing. Other pitchers have made dramatic improvement, like Dean Kramer we saw last night. We could even include Felix Bautista. He was averaging 6 walks per 9 at AA last year. Look what he's doing with his command now. So the pitching coaches and the pitchers have worked together this year to tweak deliveries, to tweak pitch mixes, anything they can do to get individual pitchers better that makes the team better. And I talked to Spencer Watkins about that process.
I've minimized a lot of walks. When you look at the more advanced statistic measures, I think a lot of less 3-ball counts, a lot of less hitters counts, getting into my counts. That's been the big difference. So, I would credit a lot of that to the work that the staff has done for me, just mentally, physically, all that type of stuff, just to get me, leaps and bounds better than I was last year.
So you can see the numbers. What goes inside of that? What gets you from there to here?
Yeah. It's. I think a lot along that first answer there is just, controlling my counts and getting myself into counts where I can control the at bat rather than having to work around, not giving a hitter their pitch and their count. So being able to get ahead of hitters, execute with 2 strikes has been a big difference as well.
Did your pitches get better, and how did the staff help you do that?
Yeah, definitely. I think the cutter has become, even more of a weapon, working on, getting the axis right. And then the addition of the slider, too, has been a huge step for me with what we thought in the beginning was just going to be righties, but we've been able to use it to lefties as well. So adding that pitch has been huge for my career, and I would credit that to Holt and Holmes and our pitch development team, just bringing it to me and saying, hey, let's give it a try and see what it does for you, and it's been great.
So how does a pitcher go from trying it to getting it where it gets guys out? That's the test. Anybody can try it maybe in their repertoire.
Absolutely.
You've taken it and run with it.
Yeah, so, again, what this staff offers to us with the ability to, go throw it a few times, look at it on the analytical side, see where we need to make adjustments or see where it's doing really well, and then kind of go from there. So, the staff gave me the confidence to, okay, let's try it, let's fail with it, let's work on it, let's get it better, and then go from there. And it was a pretty short time frame for me in terms of when I learned it to when I brought it into a game, only a couple days. But the team we have here has been incredible with developing and allowing us to get better each day.
Numerous guys have made dramatic improvement this year in their stats. You're one of many, which is great for the Orioles. Obviously, it's reflected in the record. I mean, are Holt and Holmes that good? Are they really? There's some magic special sauce, as they say.
They have a great balance between what Holt's specialty is and what Holmes's specialty is. They bounce ideas off each other. They bounce ideas off of us. I think it's more of a collective piece rather than 2 guys trying to tell us what to do. They have their thoughts and ideas, and they run it by us and see how we feel with things and try things. It's an experiment. It's a long season, so you're trying to work on things, see what works, see what doesn't work. So they've offered a ton to me, to everyone else, like you said, in the staff, and it's just been leaps and bounds of a different staff as a whole this year.
Credit to you guys for taking it and running with it, because I'm sure there's some pitchers in the game on certain staffs who might say, well, if I try this, my ERA might go from 6 to 8.
Yeah, right.
And so be concerned about it.
Yeah. You know, we have a ton of competitors in this building. So, you know, I'll take the guys coming in behind me. I'll take my rotation mates over anybody else in the league. But yeah, these guys are super competitive. There's really no for an answer. You know, everybody wants to get better each day, whichever way they can. So, you know, it's a testament to the guys we have in the clubhouse.
To be able to get player buy-in is one of the things that's not talked about enough from what makes good coaches is trust, and then after trust becomes buy-in. You get buy-in from players by sometimes having tough conversations, by being able to prove things, by being able to know that you have that the player knows that you have their best interest. And that's one thing that I feel like we've done a good job here the last few years of being able to get players to make adjustments or to talk about adjustments. And you've seen that with the pitchers this year. Our guys have gotten better.
So pretty special stuff, Brett. The coaches can make suggestions, tweaks, improvements. The players have to buy in, as Hyde said, and then take it into the game and get outs with it. It's all come together. Pitching coaches doing a great job. The pitchers listening and taking it into the games. And look at Spencer Watkins' improvement. And as we said, Brett, he's not alone. It's been a special year for Oriole pitching.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Steve. When you look at what Watkins has done, both between his time in D.C. and what he's done in a contrasting sort of way in Baltimore and right on down the line, pretty amazing. Steve Melewski from MASNsports.com, Orioles Insider. Steve, we appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Brett.